Want to kiss? Fuck, I mean, what's up?
What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
How are we? Yeah. Anyways, welcome back to the Absolute Nonsense Podcast. The number one podcast in Southern Maine, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
I hope.
That shit is strong, bro. Me and the boys sipping Bacardi right now.
Yummy.
I'm boozing.
He's boozing.
I'm boozing like a bee right now.
Today's episode, guys, before we get too off track like we always do, talking about some cool internet theories. Spooky internet theories. Well, not so spooky. Kind of spooky, but not paranormal, I guess. We'll see how it goes. But how you been, bro? How's Brody been?
I'm chilling, man. I copped this vest. I'm a big vest guy now.
Huge vest guy.
Huge vest guy.
Yeah.
I wish it was camo, but it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You look like you're like paramilitary.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I look like a fisherman, kind of.
Yeah.
Nah, I fuck with the vibes. Dude, Carhartt's a good company.
Yeah.
It is. They
Shout
make
out
quality
Hart.
clothes.
See, around here though, Carhartt's Carhartt.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Got your Carhartt on. We're going plowing.
I don't like that. You want to hear my craziest? Okay, I think this is off topic already, but this is funny. I think I don't know if I already told you this, but the other day I got the craziest Tinder message ever, and it was basically like her opener was, "You look like you vibe with country."
Block.
And I was
delete.
I tried to go with it. I was like, oh, like what? I mean, maybe you can send me some songs or some shit. And she was like, I've never really listened to it. I hate country, by the way. I was like, I've never really listened to it. And she goes, this is what she said, word for word. She sent one message and it said, you don't listen to country. And then the next message was, you experience it. Yeah. Yeah. What was it about me that gives away that I look like I listen to country, by the way? Is it all my tattoos?
Yeah.
And my Air Force Ones? Is that what it is?
I think
probably.
That's what it is.
Most likely.
I think pretty much all it is that you're from Maine and you're white. I think that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, she's like, I vibe with that. You want to know what I did? Did not answer. You got to teach them a lesson sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Because that's a mess. That's not.
You know what? I would never go out of my way to listen to country, but there's some country bangers like Red Solo Cup. That should bang. Anytime I hear that, I'll be like, all right, that's good.
Who's that by?
Tim McGraw, maybe?
Tim McGraw.
Or Tobey Maguire. They all sound the same.
Maguire, Spider-Man, bro. You silly man. He's a silly man.
Yeah, the Bacardi's really strong right now. The Bacardi's super strong right now.
Guys, I'm wasted. Somebody help.
I'm so fucked up. All right.
So you start with your thing, and then I'll come.
Okay. So, as I'm sure everyone has at least once in their life, you know how you can get on YouTube and you just start watching a video. I think I mentioned this briefly in another podcast, but you start watching something like, top 10 LeBron James dunk highlights and shit, and you keep it going. And then eventually you're like, oh shit, this is 6 hours later, and now I'm watching two Middle Eastern men build a hut out of mud.
I love that. And you only watch them at 2 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
There's no time before that they pop up on your recommended.
No.
It's always 2 a.m. and after.
Yeah. And I love those guys. They're so fun to watch. And it's like time lapse, and they make the cool little noises and shit. It's cool. You know, it kind of reminds me of like a couple of Jawas from Star Wars, just like building shit. It's so fucking funny. But anyways, a recent thing that popped up on my timeline was a YouTube channel. I think his name is Nick Crowley. Uh-huh. He does a lot of like spooky conspiracy theories, right? Like a lot of horror conspiracy theories, and it's a little after Halloween at this point. It's like a week after Halloween. But the shit was still interesting to me, at least, and I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm trying to figure out what it's called. But it was this theory about a bunch of hikers in Russia. The Dyatlov Pass incident.
That's what it was, yeah.
It's about these 9 super experienced hikers in Russia that went through this path. And they're trying to get to this area so they can pass their final certification to be like a certified like lead hiker to take other people hiking and stuff.
Okay.
And it pretty much what happened is all these people, the trip was supposed to take 28 days. And this was back in 1959. So there was no communication cellular wise, minimal communication. They were gonna send a fax or something, not fax. What is it? Little like Morse code thing? I don't know what they call it.
Okay.
But they're supposed to send a message when they got to the other side to one of the members who couldn't go.
A telegram.
A telegram.
There you go.
Thank you. That was actually the ghost that lives in my closet.
Yeah, there we go.
So
that's the demons in our head.
They were supposed to send a telegram on the other side, and one of the guys that couldn't go with because he had like an ankle injury or some like knee problems was like, okay, when you get back, I'll make sure like telegram me. I'll make sure everything's good. It's supposed to take 28 days. The guy was like, all right, I'll give it a month just in case they need some extra time. Nothing. A couple weeks after, nothing. So he alerts the authorities, and they're like, okay, this is where they started. This is where they're going. Like, you got to comb this whole area to find and see if there's anything. So immediately they find their tent site, right?
Yeah.
And the tent is slashed open on the ground. Just like slashed. Not to bits, but like it's ripped open. Like someone with a knife cut it open. But the weird thing about it is that like the authorities determined that it was sliced from the inside. So the tent, like people in the tent sliced it from the inside and ran out. Okay?
Wait, let me ask you this. Where is this? Is this in Russia?
It's in Russia.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in Russia.
And when did
some
it take
part
place?
of Russia. I
like,
think Siberia, maybe.
Like communism time.
Yeah,
right?
USSR 1959.
Okay.
Is when it took place. So these super experienced hikers, they're all younger, but they're all super experienced. They slash the tent, and you know, when you slash a tent, you expect to be like running from something. You expect sporadic movement. The first weird part about this thing, first weird part about this thing is that from the ripped open tent, there was only one set of footprints or like multiple footprints. But the issue was that they were all walking single file down the mountain.
Okay.
They were walking single file down the mountain, which doesn't really correlate with the fact that you ripped open your tent from the inside, fearful or something. So it's weird.
Yeah.
So then the body process starts to begin. They found a couple of guys down by the river at the bottom of the thing, and they have these gruesome injuries. I mean, you gotta look it up and watch this video to like really explain. But I'll briefly like. They pretty much had injuries like equivalent to getting hit by like an 18-wheeler on the turnpike going 60 miles an hour.
Okay.
And like their chests were collapsed, all their ribs were broken, like just completely demolished humans, like scratches all over them, but they had no bruising and there was no blood. So we're talking like 10 broken ribs and collapsed lungs, which, you know, bruises are pretty much just pulled up puddles of blood underneath the skin. Right?
Yeah, so I mean, with a broken rib, it's obvious that
you
would bruise, typically.
Extremely obvious.
Like
so this dude,
blue, yeah.
one of the dudes had his every single rib in his body was broken. And not just broken, like I'm talking like each rib was fractured like 4 or 5 times. Just like completely decimated, brittle ribs. And there was no bruising. None.
So weird.
And all these people, and then you go down the list and there's, you know, they were found like naked. They had no clothes on. And the first 5 bodies that were found were all moved around post-mortem. Like, they didn't die where they were found and shit. And the big last group is the weirdest part. So the last group, they were all huddled around a fire, like a makeshift fire. And they all had, obviously, the clothes from the other members that were wearing. Because, you know, it's Siberia, I think. And it's in the middle of winter. And it's...
No, I thought it was, like, in August. And there was a blizzard, right?
No, that was a different one.
Oh, okay.
That was the other one. I think that was the other like similar incident. In, that
like, fucking sucks living in Siberia and it's like a blizzard out. Oh, fuck, in August.
So it was like negative like 20 degrees at nighttime, negative 30 degrees at nighttime Fahrenheit. And so these last people were all trying to get around the fire, and so they were all like literally they were around the fire so much that their like feet and their hands were burnt, like 2nd degree burns on their hands from them trying to like get on the fire and stay warm and shit. But the weird part about these final people, right, is that they were just missing body parts. Like one person had no eyes. And it wasn't like eaten like an animal, just the eyes were out of their socket. Just empty sockets.
Sick.
Another dude had his eyebrows missing, just ripped off.
Okay.
Another dude, or I think it was a woman, had her entire left or right cheek just gone, and you could see her jaw. And the last guy had such gruesome internal injuries, it's like he tumbled down like Mount Katahdin, free falling, and it was just so his body was so fucking mangled but there was no bruising.
That's so fucking weird.
And
didn't the guy? I'm sorry, but didn't the guy that lost his eyebrows, like, you could see bone and shit?
Oh yeah,
right?
it wasn't it wasn't just like skin level. Like all these injuries where they were missing something, you could see bone.
That's fucked.
Like I'm talking like literally your entire right or left cheek just getting ripped off, and all you see is like your like jaw, no tendons, no muscles, no flesh, just straight bone. And the thing that they determined was a majority of them died. I think 7 out of the 9 died. What the USSR said is that they died from hypothermia and not died from their injuries. Only 2 of them, I think the 2 guys in the beginning that had this super fucked up chest, they ruled like cause of death, collapsed lungs and shit like that.
And they found like radiation there, right?
That was what I was going to get into.
Okay.
Now, the weird thing is that nobody can figure out why these people died still to this day. This thing was over almost 60 years ago. No, over 60 years ago, yeah. Over 60 years ago at this point. And still, there's no more evidence. There's been no trails as to how these people have died, right? At the scene, and still, I mean, you could probably, if you want to, deep go and look at, like, the, like, reports, the body reports and shit. What do they call them when you die?
The autopsy?
Yeah, autopsy reports. You could look at them. There were no bite marks from animals.
Mm-hmm.
There was scratching from falling down. Because when you go on like hard snow and ice, like you can get scratches if you're bare skin because they get so hard.
Yeah.
So there was scratches, but there was none consistent with an animal or anything. So you can't explain that for like the missing eyes and shit. And plus, they said it was so surgically done, no animal could have done that. Like, because the eyes were just straight up ripped out of the socket, and it wasn't like ripped, it was like surgically removed eyes.
That's aliens.
Yeah.
I'm guessing off of this, what you're telling me, I'm guessing it's aliens.
Yeah.
100%.
That's what I came to the conclusion to, because the weirdest twist in all of this is that when the USSR went out there and recovered the bodies, every single body had traces of radiation on them in the middle of Siberia, in the middle of these woods.
That's fucking weird.
They had like radiation, which makes no sense. Makes no sense why they have radiation on them. And at this point, I thoroughly also believe that it was aliens. Because the other point that I thought was valid was this was the middle of the Cold War, and the USSR was against the US with the whole nuclear arms race. Whoever can make news. Yeah. They said in that area, but not close to where the bodies were, that the Russians had been testing nuclear weapons. That would obviously give radiation.
Right.
But they said it wasn't. It was like almost 100 miles away. I don't know how far radiation would come from a nuclear weapon, but I don't think it would be that far.
I feel like it's aliens, bro. Because even if it was, that doesn't explain the injuries.
No, like maybe if the bomb happened and they were close, right? Yeah. Even the shockwave wouldn't collapse your chest unless you were right on it. And if you were right on it, then you'd get evaporated by the bomb.
None of this shit makes sense.
It doesn't make sense. It's all super fucked. So I think the conclusion would definitely be aliens.
Aliens for sure.
Because it's the way that they were picked apart and the way that the injuries were and how just like surgical everything went down and how weird the circumstances were. I just feel like there's no other explanation besides aliens.
Would you get probed?
That's a different topic for a different video, man. That's a different topic for a different video.
I would definitely get probed. I fucking hate that, though, because so many people have had experiences with aliens, and everybody just kind of writes it off.
You can't anymore, by the way. You're not allowed to just say aliens don't exist anymore.
Nah, that's just ignorance.
You can't.
That's
because literally, the fucking U.S. declassified alien footage.
They declassified it?
Oh, you don't know about this?
No. When did
Beginning
that
of this
happen?
year, by the way, during Corona,
Cool.
the Navy, I think, declassified like 4 or 5 videos of like real caught on video like UFOs.
Wait, maybe I saw that trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
I feel like I vaguely recollect that.
Isn't that so fucked up? 2020's been that fucked up that aliens were literally confirmed by our government.
I remember that fucking meme. 2020's been so fucked up, like aliens are just like to the
to the side.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, no, aliens were literally confirmed.
I forgot about
this year.
it.
Yeah.
That's how fucked 2020 has been.
Literally, I can throw it up on the TV right now. There is confirmed declassified footage of aliens.
That's not all right. That's scary.
I mean, if you were, it's not scary at all.
It's cool, bro. It's cool.
I don't think it's scary at all. Unless it's, one day they just come down and start zapping us. I don't think that's going to happen. I just think that it's, it's more, honestly, to me, it's more comforting because I don't have to question it anymore. Because you know what would be terrifying, honestly?
If it's just us.
We live on a space rock in one galaxy, and it's just us. We're the only life.
Chilling.
In the whole infinite universe, we're the only intelligent life. That would be terrifying compared to not other life forms.
That's fucked.
Also, there's a reality out there where Star Wars is real.
Yo, dab.
I'm going to be a fucking Jedi. Holy fuck.
Your hands are wet this time.
No.
Yeah.
My hands don't get wet, man. You know that.
Bro got reptile skin.
Yeah, I got reptile skin. You got the slip and slide going on. When we dap up, we equal one normal hand.
You know me.
That's just how we go.
Yeah.
I just think this shit's so funny. Shout out to Nick I'm butchering his name. I don't think it's Crowley. I think it's Crowley. But he makes some good-ass content. You should check it out.
No, he does. Dude, that reminds me. I remember, I think this was like 2 years ago. I got sucked into this YouTube documentary. Not YouTube, sorry. It was on Netflix. I don't think it was a Netflix original, but basically it was about this dude who documented all these things. Like, I guess he was like touched, quote unquote, by aliens.
Touched. Pog.
That's gonna make sense in a second here because he had there's a cat on me. There's a cat crawling on me.
Hey, so let's cut this off real quick. This is Prince for everyone that doesn't know.
What's
we
up?
just got him in, me and Chaz.
Yeah, you're a cat guy now.
Yeah, I'm a cat guy now. Look at him. Let him stay.
A touch.
What a good fucking boy he is. So we got Prince in here. The other one's Lily. She's asleep off camera. But Prince loves to be loved and pet.
Belly tooch.
I knew he was going to interrupt this, but you know what? It's a welcome interruption. And he's just pogging. But back to your story. Back to your story,
he's letting
man.
His pog hang.
Yeah.
All right, anyways. So this guy was touched by aliens, and they would come visit him. So he had so much documentation of aliens and stuff. Like, I don't know if anybody's seen, but there's like a viral video of an alien outside of a window at night, and it's just like the alien's head, like the classic looking alien. It's like a gray is what they call him. Yeah. And he pops up. And pretty much I watched the whole thing. I got extremely invested in it. And then at the end, black subtitles. It says he got arrested for a terabyte of children pornography.
There goes the monetization on this video. No, but honestly, that's you know what? It makes sense
a little bit. I mean, if the government quote unquote set him up, but then it was proven that his videos were fake. So then I'm like, okay, cool. So he's just a predator, and I just watched 2 hours of this shit. Got so invested in it. I got, dude. I was so sucked in. I thought it was so cool. I'm like, oh my god, this dude is touched. Yeah, you want to talk about touch? Yeah.
Yeah, he touches children.
Fuck this guy, by the way. Wasted my time. Yeah. I don't know, man. I be getting sucked into weird shit. Like last night at like 2 a.m., bro, I got sucked into some crazy shit.
Pog?
It was a pogger moment. Anybody remember Club Penguin?
I'm raising my hand. That shit was my fucking... I loved that shit back in the day.
I watched like multiple videos on the Club Penguin history and shit, and it's actually pretty fucked.
Like the website itself?
No. Okay. So basically, what it is.
Get into this, bro.
I'll go deep.
Let's get into this shit.
Me and my club.
Did not think. Yeah, Club Penguin lore.
Club Penguin lore. Let's go, baby. I miss Club Penguin. All right. So basically,
it was fun. I made some. That was the OG like finding internet friends. By the way,
it was so good.
Because I remember there'd be times. Quick little interjection. Like I remember when I had an account. My parents wouldn't let me, like, you know, communicate with people, but, like, I made an email back in the day, and I was, like, a secret email, and there was this one dude, I'm assuming it's a kid, and he'd email me and be like, yo, get on Club Penguin after school, and I'd be like, fuck, let's do it.
Let's go.
And I'd fucking go.
Turns out he's 50.
Probably. At this point, probably, but he was so chill. I forget his I couldn't even tell you, but... Yeah, Club Penguin was like first internet friendship I ever made.
I remember Club Penguin fondly. I feel like everybody does.
What was
that's why it was so big, and that's why I got into this shit.
What was the little they
Puffles.
had the
Puffles?
Yeah. I fucking love the Puffles. I remember all the time I wished, could I be a Puffle? I wish I could have been
low key.
No, not in real life. Oh. Also in real life. Okay, I'll be honest.
Oh, yeah, no.
But in the game, I'm like, I wish I could just be a Puffle, man. These things are so lit. I remember I grinded up to get this fucking Puffle that was like the rarest Puffle, and I was like, yeah.
Let's fucking
and I'd go into like the common area and be like, wow, you have this guy? I'm like,
I'm a god amongst men.
Yeah.
So all right, so I'll get deep. So Club Penguin was started by 3 dudes, and one of the dudes, I can't remember his name, but he basically, sorry, I had to burp. He basically he had fucked around and dabbled in like other like penguin related games. So they worked on this. It was like Penguin Chat, Penguin this, Penguin that, and then basically these guys gathered around each other and they're like, look, we're all talented, like let's start something. So they started Club Penguin, and then it ran smooth, like it took off like right off the bat. Like by the end of like 6 months they had like millions of like monthly users or whatever. Yeah. So then Disney, saw it and they're like, yo, we could use this because Disney is Disney.
Disney
so
needs
Disney
to own
snagged
everything.
They snagged it. But this is where it gets weird because they were doing pretty good for a while. And then, obviously Disney shut it down in 2017. But after that, there are these things called private servers.
Fuck, sorry.
Yeah.
Has it really already been that long?
Yeah.
2017 is when it shut down?
Yeah, like March 2017.
Dude, I remember everyone was, damn.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Time flies, man. It's fun.
Shit. God. Oh, fuck, that just depressed me.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, keep going.
All right,
fuck.
So this is where it gets weird because after Club Penguin shut down, I'll start off with this. Disney had this follow-up game called Club Penguin Island, and it was exclusively on like iOS and Android, and people fucking hated it because it wasn't Club Penguin.
Well, yeah.
It was similar. It looked like it kind of, but it wasn't Club Penguin,
Yeah.
so people hated it. So people decided, I'm going to make a private server. And a private server is basically the game, but it's not like technically like legal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was basically the game, and there was a bunch of different alternatives on these servers. So there's this one called Club Penguin Rewritten, which is still up today. I googled it. I think that's like one of the only ones that's left.
Gonna hop on.
Yeah, I'm about to pop by. So that was like the most popular one for a while. But then Club Penguin Online came around. And it was run by this dude named Riley. And Riley's a little bit of a character. So this is where it gets weird because Riley basically ran like this Discord, right? And there was like screenshot images of him just talking crazy shit. And this is Club Penguin we're talking about.
Yeah.
So he was saying some shit like,
you can't say anything on Club Penguin, by the way.
No, you can't, but this isn't even what it is. So he's on Discord talking in the to his other admins or whatever the
fellow
fuck.
Discorder.
Yeah. Yup.
Just like us.
He's so fucking weird because he was messaging like one of his other boys and he's like, let's build our empire. We're going to take down every other server. So this dude, he wanted to run like an empire, and this is Club Penguin.
For illegal Club Penguin.
Yeah.
Bro, put your energy into something else, man.
I don't know, but so anyways, turns out he's a fucking pedophile.
Well,
yeah, there you go.
No,
who
would have saw that coming? Yeah.
So this is what he did. He was like 25 at the time, and what he would do is he would have people in the Discord pop by, and then he would, girls would message him and be like, I want to be an admin of the server, whatever that means. I don't know what that actually means. I don't know what power they hold as admin, but he would be like, all right, send me nudes.
Cool.
Send me nudes, and you can be admin.
Club Penguin, by the way.
Club Penguin.
This is Club Penguin.
So then, one of his former staff members uploaded 3 videos. I watched them all on how this guy was just fucked. So he would literally threaten people and dox them. And doxing is basically when you get somebody's IP address and you can find out their email, where they live, like everything about them over the internet. And he would dox people and threaten them if they decided to speak out against him. So this dude was running like a mafia-type cult in Club Penguin.
Bro, imagine what all that effort could have gone to in life. You know what I'm saying?
Something else.
Something else.
Literally
man.
anything else. Anything else.
Because I'll be real, man. You know, we doing this podcast, and it takes effort.
It does.
But this whole thing running an illegal Club Penguin server and doxing people, bro, that takes so much effort and time, and like you got to be committed to that.
Well, he was
and
making,
you're not getting paid either.
No, he was making a bag.
Oh,
Because
really?
He was running ads on the private server.
Oh,
and
fuck,
he was
okay.
getting money hand over fist because they had reached like 7 million users.
What?
Yeah.
That many people want to keep playing Club Penguin?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah. They had like millions of users.
Wait, so do you think it was like younger kids, or do you think it was like kids our age that want to just keep playing Club Penguin?
I think both. I think it's a little bit of both.
What?
Because if you Google Club Penguin right now, you can find Club Penguin Rewritten, which is like one of the it was originally the most popular server, and then Club Penguin Online came through, I guess. And they're like, yo,
this is so
we run this
fucked to
shit
me.
now.
This
We
is
run
so
this shit
fucked
now.
to me.
Nah, they run it though. So
What?
yo, it gets so weird because, and then Club Penguin Rewritten,
Yeah.
basically the private server, when you put in your email and stuff, the people that run the private server, they get that information, like your email and shit like that.
Nice.
So it got hacked, and it got hacked so bad that they almost had to shut it down completely. So they were getting info from like hundreds of thousands of people, like their emails and shit, all this other stuff. So then Club Penguin Online came through and said, hey, I'm here.
Pog.
And basically there was an article that said that they wouldn't name the person who got arrested,
obviously.
but he got arrested for child porn because he had so much. He had nudes in Discord.
In the Discord?
Yeah, they would send it over Discord and Snapchat and all this other crazy shit. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense for a pedophile to run an illegal Club Penguin server. It
and
makes sense. Like,
I didn't know there was so much beef in the Club Penguin world like that.
I
bro.
didn't think people even still played the game. I haven't thought about Club Penguin from the time period that I stopped to when the Club Penguin was shut down. I didn't even give it a second thought. Never thought about it. And I was like, oh shit, Club Penguin.
But when you think about Club Penguin, bro, you remember that shit fondly. Like,
yeah.
I remember it.
It wasn't too big a part of my life, I guess, like ever, but like it was a good time. I played.
It was alright.
It was alright. Like
okay.
you know, like I preferred to play
remember,
like Lego Star Wars and shit.
Oh, dude, that
you
shit
know what I'm
hit
saying?
as a
I
kid.
like much
Lego
rather.
Star Wars is so crazy, but I just
Or
remember
like
Club Penguin. What?
Dude, I don't know if you ever did. You get into Webkins as a kid?
A little bit, yeah.
Dude, I was the Webkins fucking goat. Me and Gavin, dude, we fucking owned probably over 100 Webkins easily.
I remember playing the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean game.
Yeah.
Like
remember
one.
Wizard 101 and Pirates 101? Yeah.
Wizard 101.
Yeah.
You know, you can download Wizard 101
Of course
right
you
now
can.
and still play it.
Of course
It's
you can.
It's still live. It's still open.
Who do you think people...
I don't know who plays
Who
it.
the fuck plays that,
I don't know. I don't know, but it's
just
still
download
a thing.
League.
Yeah.
Or like World of Warcraft.
I don't know, man.
Dude,
But
that's
isn't that crazy though?
dude, it blew my mind. Like literally hearing that, I'm like, fuck. So is this dude serving like time, like hard
I don't know.
time?
I didn't check on him. What I did after I watched the video, I wanted to see if Club Penguin rewritten. Oh, by the way, I want to throw this out there. After this shit starts going down with this guy Riley,
Yeah.
the pedophile, after this shit starts going down, Disney, because they still own the rights to Club Penguin, they started handing out lawsuits to all these private servers because they're like, we don't need this under our name.
Yeah.
So that's when a lot of them got shut down because of Disney, because Disney was dealing with this fucking pedophile, and they're like, we don't want this guy associated with our name.
Didn't Disney shut down Club Penguin, like the original one, because it was like not an active player base?
No, that's not why they shut it down. They shut it down because they couldn't really make money off of it. They still had millions of users.
I just don't understand how many people. Like, why are you playing Club Penguin?
Dude,
It's
Club
20.
Penguin's sick,
Back then,
dude.
2017.
You ever
I mean,
deck out your fucking igloo and have some chicks come over? It's a
I mean,
vibe.
yeah.
They're like, yo, you have a purple puffle. What's up?
I remember telling people at school, like, "Yo, this is my username. Like, I'll be on at this time. Meet me at this place."
Yep. Dude, Club Penguin was sick, man.
Dude, I remember there was a puffle that was like black.
And remember the special events, bruh?
Yes.
Like around Halloween, they drop like Halloween
Christmas
outfits or whatever the fuck, and you're like, oh my god, the dance club looks different right now. It's crazy.
There was this one time, I swear, that Christmas break, I grinded my ass off doing like the little sled game and shit like that. Because I think like if you got like first so many times, you unlocked a puffle, and I'm pretty sure it was like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer puffle.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, it had the little antlers and the red nose. I'm like,
so hard. The last thing I remember doing in Club Penguin was when they drop like this karate type update or something, and you could fight other penguins or some shit in like a duel, and you get like belts and stuff. There's like a dojo and stuff they added. I thought it was so sick.
I remember spending so much time at the dance floor.
Yeah.
Remember the dance floor?
You just vibe out at the dance floor.
Vibe out at the dance floor.
Some of my favorite memes are like, you have been banned.
Yeah.
It's like a Club Penguin screenshot, and it's like, you have been banned for saying any big booty bitches around or whatever.
Have you seen the one where it's like,
Penguin.
you have been banned permanently for saying, fuckers in school always telling me in the barbershop. And then it's the whole Chief Keef quote, and I'm like, fuck.
That's so hard.
Nah,
Club Penguin was a shit, man. That was one of the first games I played, honestly.
Really?
Actually, I don't think so. I think I take that back. Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
The OG one, bro. That's what I used to
I remember
on my dad's laptop. That's what I used to play when I was like 10.
I think the first video game I ever played was my dad had an N64, and I played Mario Sunshine.
Jesus Christ. I used to have a GameCube. Did you used to have a GameCube?
No.
I used to have a GameCube.
This was before, I think my dad just wouldn't, like, we had an N64, and it had, like, this Lego racing game on it, and, like, Mario Sunshine. And, like, I was super young, and I think, like, I wasn't allowed to play it, because, like, I never played it when my mom would come home.
Oh,
shit.
my goodness.
And so then, after that, like, it was, I never had a console until, like, the Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
I always had, like, the DS. I had a Game Boy, I had a Nintendo DS, and then I went to, like, console games.
I never got a DS, but I did have a Game Boy.
Do you have a PSP?
I did have a PSP.
I did not.
PSP was sick.
Was that ahead of its time?
Big time. Big time.
I remember I wanted a PSP so bad, but I got a DS instead, and I was like, dude, I don't regret it all, because the DS, man, dude, Nintendogs, playing Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and shit. So, dude, Nintendogs was a fucking blast, man.
You ever play Pop Tropica?
Yo, dude, don't even get me started on Pop Tropica.
The only time I remember playing Pop Tropica was like in school.
Oh yeah, I
played it in school.
Middle school, I grinded the fuck out of that game. I would get like 100% on all the islands and shit, like just grind the fucking games. I loved Pop Tropica. Yeah, that shit was so fun to me. And like going to like different time periods and shit and talking, customizing your dude, I remember so fun.
It was a vibe.
Dude, I remember getting caught in middle school all the time playing games on the school laptops. Like playing like fucking like pinball games or like marbles and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then just, that fear you get when you just sit and playing games in the back of the classroom, you just zoning out, listening to like headphones and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden you feel the tap on your shoulder and you look up and you're just like,
what the hell?
And it's a teacher. And you're like, she's like,
you feel like
I'm going to need you to go to the office
right now. You feel a nice cold sweat.
Yeah. Your heart stops and you're like, okay, awesome.
My bad.
Awesome. This is going to be super fucking fun. Go down to the fucking, hey, might as well stick on the topic. Sure. Go down to the convicted pedophile's office.
Yeah.
Yep. Principal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
God damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Imagine running a Penguin server.
That seems miserable. Well, the Club Penguin rewritten, believe it or not, the reason they were about to shut it down because they had too many users.
What?
They had too many and they couldn't handle it. They were about to shut it down because they couldn't handle it and they were all below the age of 18. So these are like kids that made this.
Wait, all of them were below the age, like a majority of them?
Like the people that actually made it, yeah, they were all like below the age of 18. And they're like, yo, we can't handle millions of people. We weren't expecting this to blow up.
What
so
the
that's
fuck?
how deep the Club Penguin
I can't believe
goes.
that. I cannot believe that Club Penguin is that popular.
I can. I remember everybody used to play Club Penguin.
Yeah, when I was like 7 and 8. Grow up? I don't know. Like,
yeah, you don't know because
I
Club
don't
Penguin's the
know.
shit.
I guess I didn't fuck with it that much. It was fun from time to time. The game I grinded a lot.
It was just like a vibe, dude.
Webkins.
Nah, I see. I never got into Webkins. I got into fucking.
I loved Webkins, man.
It's like the same kind of thing, dude. You make your fucking like house or whatever. It's
well,
like
no,
the same
because
type of deal.
it's not the same thing.
Because
Webkins, no.
Have
Hold
a
up.
physical copy of the Webkin.
Oh, yeah, but you're like limited to how many Webkins you have. So I had multiple accounts because I had too many Webkins for one account.
So you went deep.
Oh, dude, my parents fucking hated me. I know my parents hated me and Gavin back then because we'd go into like a bookstore or Walmart and be like, "Can I please get a Webkin?" And then either me or Gavin would throw a fit.
Oh.
Not like a temper tantrum, like crying. I'm like, you know when you're a kid and you don't get your way and you start doing that sarcastic, like, like the backhand, like smack conversation version of an attitude.
No, but if that's the type of kid you were, yeah.
No, I wasn't like that all. I mean, I can have plenty of.
He's
people.
like just when I didn't get a Webkin, so that's when I was like,
yeah, because it was nothing else. Because back then I was so young. When was Webkins? Like fucking when I was probably 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I was like, I fucking love Webkins, man. They were so much fun. I just go online.
I really don't even remember Webkins.
Dude, I think I go to my mom's house right now. There's like a whole tote, like a gigantic tote in the attic just full of Webkins. I wonder how much some shit sell for.
I don't know. They're not like
they're not because I think the website's done. Like I don't think it's active.
It's completely dead.
But those shits were so much fun. I love them.
I don't know what's weird is Beanie Babies, bro. Those were like so massive in the 90s. I saw a picture. I saw this.
I think I know what you're gonna talk about.
I saw this picture of these two people getting divorced
in court,
in a courtroom,
arguing over the Beanie.
And they were sitting on the floor of the courtroom, splitting up their Beanie Baby collection. That's fucked.
Bricked, by the way. Those things aren't worth shit.
No, that fell off.
You know what,
dude?
Okay. Oh, are you going to talk
about...
I'm
going to talk about the thing, Pokemon cards.
Holy fuck.
I had no fucking idea that they were worth that much money until you showed me that YouTube channel. Dude, some of these cards are worth, no exaggeration, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Look, I'll get into this because I'm not quite the expert here when it comes to this category. So... I know you weren't into Pokemon as a kid, but I was super into Pokemon as a kid. Like I had figures, I had the cards, I had the games. I fucking love. I still to this day I play Pokemon. Just bought this fucking $1,000 PC and I'm running Pokemon emulators on it. I fucking love Pokemon. I love the games. So I remember back in the day I had so many cards and shit, and it's so fucked because I started collecting cards probably when I was like 6 or 7. Just fucking loved them. Now, the cards that are worth, there's cards that are current now that are worth a lot of money, but the old cards, like I'm talking base set of Pokemon cards when they first came out, the base set of Pokemon cards, if you have a sealed box, like with the shrink wrap on them, like the ones that they would sell in stores which are full of the packs, I think it comes with, Japanese is like 60 packs, American is like 40.
Okay.
Right?
So, wait, I just want to confirm. So, these come in like a cardboard box. Sealed in plastic
Like, when you would go to Target or Walmart and you go look at baseball cards or Pokemon cards, they come in that, like, container.
Box. Okay.
So, the whole box, right, the sealed whole box that, like, retailers would put out and you'd get the individual packs from the box.
Okay.
If you have a sealed Gen 1 first set mystery, like a box of cards, right, and there's specifics and stuff like that, but... a sealed, just never been touched, never been opened before box is worth, like, straight up right now, if you had one, you could sell it for $500,000. $500,000.
Here's my question. Obviously, that's a ridiculous amount of money. Who is buying these?
Well, as you've seen of recently, it's getting mainstream. Like Logan Paul, fuck him, but he spent... I think he bought one at an auction for about, $250,000.
Yeah, that was that video I sent you. Right?
Yeah, and then there's
Pay Money Wubby.
Yeah, and then there was another one.
Cool.
Shout out Pay Money Wubby. And then another group of guys who are like a bunch of YouTube millionaires that they don't have a lot. I don't know if they have a lot of clout, but like I watched their thing, and there's this dude. It's a whole different thing, but they bought a box for about $350,000.
Okay. So I'm gonna just say this. I'm saying okay. So
But the reason why it's so expensive is because inside of these boxes, you have the potential to pull the most expensive Pokemon card in existence. Now, the most expensive card in existence is the Gen 1 set original holographic Charizard. Because everyone loves Charizard.
Right.
Like, that's like, you think of the mascot of Pokemon as Pikachu, obviously. Everyone knows Pikachu. Charizard is like the biggest Pokemon besides Pikachu.
Yeah,
everyone
like
loves
number
it.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, Nintendo pushes him so hard in every game and whatever. But if you have, there was one that just sold, Logan Paul just bought one. It's a Gem Mint, which is 10 or above. Which is, you got to get certified by PSA, which was like a grading. Like, they grade baseball cards, football cards. They also grade Pokemon cards.
Okay.
What else? Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic. Like, they're the biggest grade, like, card graders in the country.
Okay.
And the one that just sold right now to Logan Paul, I think he bought it for $275,000.
That's fucking.
And that's just one card. That is one card.
A stupid amount of money for a piece of
cardboard. So the
cardboard.
reason why the boxes are going for $450,000 to $500,000 is because you could potentially pull multiple from those packs in there.
But then if you get none, don't you lose money on the box?
Or you're gonna lose money regardless. Like, because like even if you pull one, you're gonna lose money.
I don't understand. But my
the
question
thing is
I'm
that,
talking in general before it's mainstream.
Yeah.
Who like what person is buying these? Because I had no idea. Number one, they gotta have hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to spend on Pokemon cards. And when I think of like an entrepreneur or whatever, I'm not, or like a CEO, I'm not thinking that they're sitting around buying Pokemon cards.
That's the thing,
in
right?
their spare time. I didn't know that it was such like a big thing.
That's the thing that you think about. You think of a lot of these CEOs and they invest in different type of cryptocurrencies or different type of investments.
People are investing in fucking Pokemon cards.
A lot of people are investing in Pokemon cards because in time, it's not like stocks, right? In stocks, it's such a toxic market and so volatile. With cards, the only thing that changes is time and demand, right? And as time goes on, there's greater demand because you can see now when it's getting mainstream, there's going to be less and less of those boxes as time goes.
Of course.
So I guarantee you 10 years from now, you want to buy a set, you want to buy a Gen 1 box that's sealed, mint, it's going to cost you $1 million.
That's so stupid.
Straight up.
That's so crazy. But
and
then
people will pay for it.
But then the thing is, back to the type of, what do they do with the box? Just look at it? Is it just to have? You just have it as a keepsake?
Some people just hold it and keep it because they know they're going to appreciate it for time. Like it's going to appreciate time-wise.
So the majority, it's all just investment mindset. It's not
That's not true. I think it's 50-50. I think half of the people invest in it and they're only seeing it as dollar signs. Then there are Pokemon super fans that are like, look, I own this and this makes me happy. Just like, how we collect Funkos?
Yeah.
It's like the same thing.
Dude. But the difference between Funkos and Pokemon cards is like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So I'm thinking like if you're a Pokemon collector, you must start off with you must reinvest what you've already collected into greater packs.
Yeah. Well, it's it's a whole thing.
Because not everybody that collects these is like a fucking millionaire. There's no way. No. So they must be using the money that they get off a pack that they already had or something.
Well, people work jobs and they probably use their hard-earned money to buy this shit.
Dude, $225,000 for a pack. I mean,
well, no, that's what I'm saying. No, not for a pack. I mean, so you want to be real,
like a box or whatever.
For those Gen 1 sets, like an individual pack is anywhere between, if you wanted to literally just buy one pack for the chance to get the Charizard, it's anywhere between $40,000 and $50,000 for an individual pack.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That had me shook when I saw it.
I would love to fucking do that. I love, I had a huge collection. I'm talking binders on binders on binders as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure just one day I grew up and I was a moody teenager. And I was like, my parents had a yard sale or some shit. I was like, yeah, just sell them. I'll take whatever money I want so I could buy drugs or some shit.
Yeah.
Stupid. Because I knew, back in my head, I had some fucking shit that was worth
you must have had
money.
Because
I had been collecting since I was probably 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So I knew from that time frame, 6 or 7 was probably about 2005, 2006.
Yeah, you probably had some money in those sleeves.
Yeah.
Well, they brought on that guy I sent Tristan this video, and it was basically about Logan Paul buying and making it kind of more mainstream to collect Pokemon cards. And basically, Logan Paul, he bought it off this guy called Collector Guru. Collectible Guru or something on Instagram. That's his @ This dude is a
fucking
straight
scammer.
scammer.
He's a scammer.
He
scams
scammer.
fucking idiots like Logan Paul and these other rich dudes. And so you can watch his video. I mean, shout out Pay Money Wubby. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
You should watch the video on it. But dude, straight up, like, this dude clearly had the intention of like dropping off the box to these guys and then just dipping out and just like ghosting them and making, $375,000 and just leaving.
I fucking wish.
And then they're like, oh no, let's open it on camera right now.
And then he got all fucking nervous.
Dude, he started getting nervous. He started giving off fucking excuses.
Yeah, he's like, guys, if it is a fake, this, and that.
Money back guaranteed. We'll go and trade it for.
Blah.
Yeah.
Oh, it turns out the pack was fake.
They were resealed packs. They only had 2 original packs that were weighted. And so you could tell that they were not like they weren't. That's another thing that people get really into is weighing packs. Because you can tell when they have holographic or they have like there's X cards and like mega card, like those are the big like holographic ones at the end and shit that are worth money.
Okay.
Like they weigh more than regular cards. So you can put a pack down on a thing and see, oh, this one could have this in it. So they put it in one pile. Like, oh, this is a regular pack with this. So they put it in another pile. So they weigh it out.
Oh, fuck. So this goes deep.
Oh, it is deeper than you could ever imagine.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude, and there's this one guy that I've been watching on YouTube now. His name is Leon Hart. Leon Hart. And he has probably the most ridiculous. Him and, like, Max Mofo probably have the most ridiculous Pokemon card collections, like, in existence. Like, I'm talking probably millions of dollars. Both of them have, like, millions of dollars worth of Pokemon cards.
That's so crazy.
I know Max Mofo alone. Like, bro, he just is, like, a collector. He just collects shit, like, from all across the board. And I guarantee you he has millions upon millions of dollars worth of collectible items. It's, like, ridiculous.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I want to get into that.
I know. That's what we're starting here with the Funkos.
Yeah, Funkos are cool. Funkos are dope.
Yeah, I like Funko. I think
started off as a meme. It was like a joke at first, but now I'm like kind of hooked on them. Like,
I appreciate them. I think they're very nice.
They are very nice. Yeah, I do
like
them.
They're cool figures, man. They're cool. Like, they pretty much you have something that you want. And you're like, yo, this is my favorite thing. Like they got something for it.
Funko's gonna have something for it. Dude, I want the Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
You ever seen the Big Lebowski?
Yeah. Yeah, first time I watched it was with you.
Fucking
back
love
in the day.
Big Lebowski. And nobody watches. No. Nobody has seen the Big Lebowski nowadays.
No, because you put me
on.
It
is like, dude, it is like one of the most. It's like a classic.
I remember.
Big Lebowski's so cool.
You had been preaching to me all the time because we used to get fucking stoned up in your attic.
Yeah.
Or in the barn.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, you gotta stay and watch the Big Lebowski. And I was like, I don't know, man. I don't want your mom to know that we're high. He's like, nah, trust me, you'll be fine. So you finally convinced me one night. I was sitting on your couch. I was so spooked that your mom was going to be like, are you high right now? But we sat on your couch and we just started eating food. And you're like, dude, you got to watch this movie. And we watched it. And this is back when we were like fucking 13.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, we're high out of our minds. Like, dude, the Big Lebowski, this is my fucking idol. It's like the Big Lebowski is like what I want to be in 30 years. It's the Big Lebowski.
Which is kind of sad in retrospect, but the Big Lebowski, movie is so good. Anybody that hasn't seen Big Lebowski,
he's got the most swag on the universe, man.
I swear to God, the
bro
dude
just smoking the fucking roach clip.
Yeah, he smokes the roach clip.
Dude,
and
he just
like,
smokes roaches. That's
come
all.
on, man. And then what the hell is this boy's name? I can't remember.
Oh, they got a bunch of idiots in there.
Dude, I fucking
the bowling
love that
team.
I love that movie.
I love that
Jesus,
movie.
Dude.
Yeah, Jesus.
When he started fucking like tongue fucking the bowling ball, that's when I was hooked.
Who was the guy that he's in? He's in like all the movies. Wait, is the guy that plays in Trailer Park Boys in that movie?
No.
They look similar. I forget what his fucking name is.
I'm gonna look it up right now. I fucking love the Big Lebowski, bro. But yeah, that Funko for the Big Lebowski is worth like $400.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. I would love to buy it, but it just costs so much money, and I'm not willing to dump that in.
Walter, John Goodman.
Yeah, John Goodman.
John Goodman plays Walter.
See, like,
and then Steve Buscemi plays fucking Donnie.
What an ugly motherfucker. I just gotta say that right now. Steve
Buscemi
probably one of the ugliest people on the planet.
How old is Steve Buscemi?
Oh, he's got to be 70.
62.
Fuck.
62. You know he's in Sopranos?
Really?
Yeah, he's in Sopranos, and he plays a pretty big role. He plays Tony Soprano's cousin.
Damn.
He doesn't come in until later seasons, but he's pretty good in that. I had no idea that he was in that.
Bro, trying to put me on to Sopranos.
You gotta watch it, bro. It's one of those best shows ever.
I remember
it might be my favorite TV show.
I don't know if it was my mom or my dad, but they had like the whole VHS box set of the Godfather.
Yeah,
like all of them.
Uh-huh.
And I watched those when I was young.
You ever
I just didn't comprehend them.
You ever
but
seen
I was like,
Goodfellas?
This is crazy. I don't think so.
You gotta watch Goodfellas. Goodfellas and Sopranos. Those are the best
Yeah.
mob-related movies. I've never seen Godfather. I don't know how good they are, but I know they're like fucking 3.5 hours each.
I just remember the
like,
only thing I remember is I think it's the Godfather is my boy. Look at how they've massacred my boy.
Yeah. I
And
think
the whole scene where it's just the fucking it's so good. Mob shit is so fucking cool, man. Like if there's
It's
a
one of
time
my
era
it's-
I would go back in time into is like Al Capone, Chicago, like fucking be part of
It's
the
one
mob.
of my favorite. Organized crime is one of my favorite things to learn about and read about.
Hear that, NSA? We got him. We got him.
FBI.
Organized,
Yeah,
organized
I'm
crime.
telling you right now,
Yeah.
I get sucked into, especially like the Italian mob. Like I get sucked into it so easily. I think it's so cool because they just kind of run shit and nobody can stop them. Like it's dope.
Yo, shout out to my dad. Just got your text. Just want to let you know on cam. He said, "How's it going?" It's going good. Recording the podcast.
Good dad.
No, but for real, dude, like that's why, like, kind of off topic, but my favorite like Call of Duty Zombies map is Mob of the Dead
Yeah.
on Alcatraz.
Yeah. That's dope, dude.
I love that whole time period. I wish I like so cool.
I'm telling you, Goodfellas is a fucking
I gotta watch
solid
it.
film. Solid film.
I gotta watch it.
All
I gotta
around.
watch The Sopranos too. I just don't want to
Watch
fucking.
Goodfellas first because it's just a movie. It's not
Okay.
a fucking 6-season show, or 7.
I just don't. I'll be real. We can get into this too because I'd love to talk about this. I don't want to buy another streaming service just to watch Sopranos.
It's worth it.
Like
though.
HBO Max, like like
I'm telling you right now, if you start The Sopranos on this thing, you're not gonna stop it. You'll pay the $15, but you're gonna say that was worth it just for Sopranos. HBO has some good shit, and nobody has HBO anymore. At least anybody I know, nobody has HBO, so nobody's seen Sopranos. And I'm like, bro, you gotta watch it. It is so
because
fucking
nobody wants
good.
to pay $15 because we got Netflix, we got Hulu,
Nobody wants to pay
Disney
it in,
Plus.
No. In principle, bro. In principle.
Yeah. Because, like, why the fuck don't I have cable at this point? Because I'm paying so much money for fucking streaming. Like,
Well, because cable doesn't have Sopranos. That's why.
that's true, but I'm sure there's reruns.
No. It's an HBO exclusive. It's not on anything else but HBO.
Did this shit, like, air? Like, this was, like, a TV show, right? That, like, came on, like, cable TV back in the day?
What did...
Sopranos.
No, it was just on HBO. It's been an HBO show. HBO made it.
Yeah, I know, but, like, Sopranos, when did it come out? In, like, the 90s, right?
99, like
Yeah.
early 2000s.
So, like, it must have aired on HBO every week. Like, The Walking Dead and shit like that.
Yeah. Dude, that's a weird question that I have. I don't know how HBO worked before streaming services. I'm pretty sure it was an extra channel that you paid for, and then they would run Sopranos at like 9 p.m. or
Yeah,
whatever
like,
every
it was a
week.
scheduled TV
Right, so you
show.
paid
Yeah.
extra just for the HBO channel.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is weird, but that's how they used to do it back
Well,
in the
yeah.
day.
Cause like AMC, The Walking Dead, there's like shows. What was Game of Thrones on?
HBO.
Oh, it was also on HBO.
Get HBO. What the fuck? Game of Thrones is so good too.
Ah, fucking, I'm not interested in it.
I wasn't either, but then I started watching. I was like, damn, this shit kind of sick.
Doesn't the last season
everybody
suck?
dies. No, people didn't like the ending, like all the tryhard
Oh,
fans or whatever. I'm indifferent to the
'Cause
ending.
isn't,
I
like-
just thought it was a good show.
What's
I thought
the
it was
fucking
cool.
dude's name?
A lot of
George
incest,
R.R.
which was sex. What?
Cool.
What was
George-
that?
Anyways, what's the guy's name? George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, he's kind of
Isn't
weird.
he like he's like, the last season shouldn't have been made because there's not like a book for it or something.
I don't know, man.
I
I
don't
have
know.
no idea. But he's coming out with some more Game of Thrones shit. I never got like super invested into the
lore.
lore.
Yeah.
I just watched the show. And at first, like, if you watch Game of Thrones and you don't pay attention, it's fucking boring. But if you watch and you actually, like, listen to what they're saying and you pay attention to the storyline and you keep track, it's actually a pretty good storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And the
I mean,
incest is really hot. I mean, yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Awesome.
As fuck.
I wish The Walking Dead was still good.
They overdid it, man.
Yeah,
it's an overdone show. It's an overdone show.
15 seasons at this point.
Come on, just wrap it up already. What the fuck?
It can't be this many, dude. I remember I haven't watched it since I think like season 7 or 8.
I think I binged it, dude. I binged it on Netflix, and I got to like season 8, and I was like, if I watch another episode, I'm gonna be fucking nauseous. I can't take this anymore.
It's just like apparently it's just like Game of Thrones. Everyone just dies.
You ever seen Shameless?
Shameless.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's a Showtime show, but it's on Netflix.
Oh, Shameless. Yeah. Okay, kind of. Chas watched the whole thing, but like I know what it is.
Chas, you like Shameless?
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I enjoyed it.
It's a very good. She enjoyed it. Chas enjoyed it.
It's a very good. If you want to speak, come speak into the mic.
Nah.
No.
Yeah, I mean she can. Yeah, go for it. I mean you got to reach it though.
All right, yeah. So apparently, what Chas said off camera is she has, and she enjoys it.
She does enjoy Shameless. Everybody likes Shameless. That's a very good show.
I don't know. I couldn't get into it.
You haven't given it a go, man. You haven't given it an honest
You know how many
try.
times I try to do that with you, though?
With what?
Like
Avatar?
Do not start hating on Avatar. We can end this podcast right now.
It's a cartoon, man. The shows I'm
All
telling you.
right, thank you guys for watching.
The shows I'm telling you right now, man, are good, decent shows. I tried.
Avatar might be the greatest animated show of all time. Hands down.
Nice. Okay.
What is that?
Why? Why is it so good, though?
It's easily the greatest show, hands down.
But how?
I think it could compare to like actual shows.
Really?
I'm not joking.
I'm not even trying to be a hater, but
I know it's that good. It's just you haven't given it a solid go.
Maybe we enjoy different TV.
Maybe
that's what it is.
I enjoy a majority of TV, you know.
But what about The Boys? You haven't even started watching that.
Well,
yet.
yeah, because I'm in the middle of Better Call Saul, which is a fucking great show.
Dude, The Boys. Anybody that hasn't seen The Boys, you gotta watch The Boys.
The Boys.
That shit bangs.
The
Very
Boys.
good show. One of the best shows I've seen in a long time. Very good show.
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch it eventually.
TV guys. Ha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pog.
me as fuck. I gotta hit the vape.
Yeah. For real. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we just kind of rambled for TV for a minute. I don't even know how we switched the topic from Club Penguin pedophile to
just be jumping.
That's just how we do it. This is the one and only Absolute Nonsense podcast.
Get that? The one and only.
The one and only. I don't know what else to speak of.
I mean, you have fucking cats in your house.
I
now.
do have
that
cats in my house. We kind of gave them a little intro. I don't even know how long ago it was, but we do have two wonderful. What if I got into like mom mode, like white mom mode? Hold on.
That's what I feel like you're turning into, low key, bro.
We have two wonderful bundles of joy.
Shut the fuck up.
Prince and Lily. Yeah,
yeah.
no. I fucking love these cats though. We've, added them to the wonderful apartment we're in. They're just good. They don't do no wrong. They've never done anything wrong ever in their whole lives. I used to live with them when I was living back at my mom's house, and so now they're here, and never done no wrong. They're good cats. Prince is like the equivalent of a dog,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cat dog.
You're a cat guy, and that's fine.
It's whatever.
You can be a cat guy.
Hey, some
I remember
people
a
are
couple
dog
episodes
guys.
we were talking about cat people, dog people.
Yeah.
You're a cat guy.
I'm a cat guy, and you know what? I like dogs too. I would love my own dog one day, but for right now, I'm a cat guy.
You're a cat guy.
I'm
and
a
you
cat
have
guy.
A desktop PC.
I
so
do.
You're just.
I'm a tweed sweater away from the trifecta.
Just right there.
I'm
It's
a tweed sweater
very
away.
Close. It's coming up.
Just wait till I start knitting on you motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying.
Just wait till I
dude.
start knitting.
We're
and
about
I wear,
to start crocheting.
I wear
on you fools.
bifocals.
Yeah.
Just wait.
It's fucking hard.
And I wear like a nice little gold chain with my turtleneck sweater.
This is all sounding great.
And I'm just. Oh, he's like, yo, you want to hop on Discord? No, I'm actually in the middle of a scarf knitting. I'll be on in about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Listening to
nice.
some classic Kenny Chesney.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's where I want life to go. Maybe
Nah,
life should be that simple
you
one
should
day.
shave your head and go full Dr. Evil on him, bro. Oh, you've never seen Austin Powers either?
No.
Nah, yeah, that's fucked.
No.
You gotta watch Austin Powers.
You have to watch Austin Powers? I think you can just
Do you have to watch Avatar?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There
You
go.
do.
It's the same thing. Austin Powers bangs, man. It's funny as fuck. Mike Myers is good.
Mike, what?
That's his name, Mike Myers.
Oh, not like Halloween?
No, his name is Mike Myers.
Oh.
The guy who plays him.
Oh, well, he's kind of a rip off of Halloween, you know?
Yeah, except he was born before it and before the movies were
I don't
made,
think so.
And that's his legal name, and it's not
How old is
fictional.
Mike Myers?
Let me look it up.
94?
57.
I don't know then. I actually think that Halloween was before. I think there's a good chance of that.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, Halloween's old, man.
Like how old? Like in the 40s? Like
Well, 57, he would be born in 1963. So
before that, you think? In the 50s
I think
it
so.
was made? I disagree.
I
I'm going to Google.
Yeah, you can Google. I mean, I think it's close though. Maybe I'm thinking of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or like I know that like Friday the 13th and like Elm Street were like early ass movies. Yeah, in hindsight, I don't know if it's before 63. That might be a little.
Yeah, it was made in the 80s, man.
Well, that's all the same.
It's not though.
It is.
Nah, your
It's
point
all
is
pretty
invalid, and
close.
we're gonna wrap this up
Yeah.
right here. That's enough of us rambling.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning into this episode. We were all over the place. Bring back Club Penguin, please.
Please.
For the love of
Minus
God.
the pedophiles.
Yeah, minus the pedophiles, please.
Please.
Anyways, thank you for tuning
Cool.
in. We'll catch y'all next week.
Every single Thursday.
Peace.
Yep.